Hey guys, welcome to my channel. So everybody knows Steam chart and Nvidia domination. It pretty much is the level of monopoly on the market, like total domination on Nvidia. It's like at the moment, at this time, January 2024, because it's like from the last month, look, Nvidia 74%, 60%. But guys, I wanted to share you a story because for me, I see the numbers and something doesn't feel right. Like I was checking everywhere, going on Reddit, going on forums, and I see AMD everywhere. And of course, I've bought AMD, so I was like thinking, okay, maybe guys, maybe I'm becoming a fanboy. Maybe this is such a strong confirmation bias that is like in my mind, and I see AMD everywhere. But something just didn't feel right. And look, guys, I wanted to show you this. It's like ray tracing, like normal YouTubers do, like post processing and do the B-roll on the back. I'm doing like real time. So I felt like in this movie, this old movie when the guy put in glasses and see aliens everywhere. But he was the only one seeing that. And people thought that he's crazy. And I feel like exactly like pretty much like that. Like I see AMD everywhere, not monsters, but like good things. But I see AMD everywhere. And I was thinking, okay, something is not right. Why I'm feeling this way? Why Steam charts showing me this number, yeah? Total domination of Nvidia, which is probably correct. So why I'm seeing Nvidia everywhere? And I'm seeing graphs like this. This is from one of the biggest retailers in Europe. This is a German shop, but this single German shop selling a lot of units and is selling these GPUs to different markets around Europe, European Union. So look, in many recent weeks, they were selling more AMD GPUs than Nvidia's, which is insane. But Europe is a bit different. They are more focused on value, and German market especially. So, but still, look, it's more than 50%. It's nowhere near total Nvidia domination. So I'm seeing these graphs, or I'm going to, for example, Newegg, and yes, Nvidia is like winning big time, but you have quite a lot of AMD GPUs. You have one here, you have one here, another one here. Look, there is like good numbers. Yeah, so it's not total Nvidia domination, but AMD is competing. So why I'm going to Steam chart and I'm going everywhere? It's like people say, no, this is total Nvidia domination. Like why these facts don't match? So I went on Reddit and I went on Steam forums and I asked guys, like, is people switching to AMD? And people politely informed me that I'm just a stupid troll because it's obvious, everybody knows it's total Nvidia domination on the market. And I was like, okay, I'm just going mental. I'm going mental. I'm like Matrix or something, or my brain doesn't work. Brain damage, pretty much brain damage. And look, guys, so maybe like I was thinking, okay, maybe my perception is because according to Steam chart in December 2017, look, AMD had like less than 10%, 9%. This also let me make me question if the Steam charts is even accurate. Because guys, Steam charts is not sales data. Well, it's like old GPUs collection data, not sales data. If, for example, AMD will start selling extremely well, the numbers won't change quickly because they are diluted by the numbers of very old GPUs, integrated GPUs. Look, at this time, yeah, look, 6% is Intel. Of course, Intel didn't have dedicated GPUs at the moment and still making 6%. So probably AMD integrated GPUs is making some percentage as well. But look, it's a total domination. And look at the CPU market. Again, less than 9% of AMD. Just a few years ago. Crazy, yeah? So maybe I thought, okay, maybe the numbers were so low that AMD is like catching up. So the sales are bigger, but the market share is still small. Maybe that. But no, people say that the sales is still small. And guys, like finally, I've got an answer why my perception is so different. And it's thanks to Hardware Unboxed podcast. Maybe you don't know because this channel is quite small. Hardware Unboxed is big channel. It's over 1 million subscribers, but they have new channel just for podcast, which I really like. At the moment, they have only 23 subscribers. And this particular video was about the survey they did. So just let me show you the survey. So you click there and you get the survey. Hardware Unboxed podcast survey number 1. Yeah, and you answer simple questions. what GPU you've got, how much you spend, how often you upgrade, you know, what you're looking like. And they're talking about this. They're talking about the results. And guys, one result in particular, I couldn't believe my ears. I had to listen to the results like, I think 5 times or something like that, because I wanted to make sure I'm hearing right. And at the first, I actually missed the information because they didn't use any graph. It's just words. And, you know, like for a lot of people, and me especially, I hate like not seeing stuff. If I don't see, I don't understand. So I miss that information. So guys, I made a graph to make it easier. Guys, hold up to your chairs. From this survey, yeah, their audience, Hardware Unboxed audience, you can guess how much people, percentage of people who has AMD versus Nvidia, yeah? Make a quick guess, mental guess, how much of people chosen AMD, guys? 40%. 40% of AMD, 58% Nvidia. And I was thinking, okay, maybe some AMD fanboys, shields, were faking the results. Obviously, yeah, because this is like stupid. Yeah, this is no way. No freaking way. And we know the official number, so it doesn't match. So why it doesn't match? Yeah? Because they are probably not the same. But why it doesn't match so much? Guys, I had this feeling first, yeah? So again, it's like real-time B-roll, yeah? Not post-processing. It's like ray tracing, yeah? Real-time. I had this. I was like that, yeah? My brain was like that. So I went to the channel and I asked the simple question, yeah? Guys, 40% AMD versus 50% Nvidia? How it's even possible? Why it's so different comparing to Steam charts data, guys? And their answer, mainstream versus enthusiast. It's not surprising. My mind was blown. Yeah, obviously, thanks for the answer. Amazing channel. The fact that they even had time to answer the question. But guys, I'm shocked not only by the answer, but I'm even shocked that it's so obvious for them. Like 40%, yeah, it's like, of course, it's normal. I'm seriously blown away. And it's like, finally make me feel a bit sane. And it's surprisingly also that it's so much different. Yeah, this Nvidia has total market domination, but if you enthusiast and you like into GPUs, you watch the channels, you watch the reviews, you know, it's so different. Like the small group of people who are really into GPUs choosing AMD so often. And guys, why so often? Like my theory, guys, like I'm happy to see that. So I just wanted to share as well. You know, this story, like I'm still like my mind is blown now because of the topic, especially on the Steam forum, because I was talking about that. People attacked me so badly because, you know, stupid troll. And then I've got these results, and then the discussion started. What's the difference? Why would anybody choose AMD? And according to this Steam chart, yeah, if this is correct, I can only assume it is, and potentially it is. Why would anybody do that? And number one reason why people choosing AMD, according to Hardware Unboxed, well, is raster performance. Raster performance is still number one for a lot of people, for me as well. Raster performance is important. But the second most important is VRAM. I had 8 gigabytes VRAM before, and I've got The Last of Us, and at first I couldn't play the game mainly because of VRAM. So this time I wanted to have more VRAM, yeah, because Nvidia charging stupid amount of money for memory. So VRAM, and guys, VRAM is better textures. Actually, they were talking about this. They make really good point why VRAM is so extremely important. Like even I didn't think. Like they done some testing, like simple testing, yeah? And they make one game with max textures, but everything else on low, or everything on max except texture on low. Now, very often the texture alone makes the difference that all the other settings combine, or even more. Like the texture is the single most important aspect, more impactful aspect for the visuals, make the games looks nice. But texture doesn't use computing power. It only needs memory. So this is interesting, yeah? Only is memory. So Nvidia doesn't want to give you memory. They want to focus on the computing power. Now, why console have so much VRAM? Because very likely VRAM is the most cost efficient. That makes the most sense. Not more teraflops, better texture. If, look guys, look this scenario, yeah? You put max textures and it looks better than low texture but everything on max. This scenario will give you way better FPS, way better performance for, on average, similar visuals. So max textures will make the games better optimized, no? So that would lead to the situation that console should focus on more VRAM rather than more teraflops. In theory, guys, let me think. Guys, of course, console share the VRAM, yeah, VRAM for the CPU and the GPU. But according to a lot of developers, that's a good thing. Unified memory, not split memory. Yes, and PlayStation 5 still have DDR4, but only half gigabytes, yeah, 512 megabytes. So it still got DDR4, but prefers to, Sony decided to use more VRAM, which is much more expensive, rather than DDR, just a little bit of DDR4. Now, solution, what I think solution, Nvidia could potentially just sort everything out by adding 4 gigabytes of VRAM extra for a little bit of money, yeah, like $30 for gigabytes, or as a gesture. Guys, if you're spending like £800 or $800, $1,000, why would Nvidia wouldn't give a little bit more VRAM to make the GPUs age better? And guys, look, maybe 12 gigabytes is enough. Maybe it's enough because console have 12 gigabytes available for games. But there's two aspects, yeah? Console becoming older, so the graphical setting becomes lower and lower and lower when the GPUs are extremely powerful, twice more powerful, even 3 times more powerful. Like some of the GPUs have 12 gigabytes of VRAM while being extremely powerful. So we're gonna crank up the settings or crank up the resolution that should use more VRAM. And guys, important thing is, GPUs, like NVIDIA GPUs, I think they're optimized for benchmarks, to win benchmarks. But AMD GPUs are optimized to last for 6 years. Will 12 gigabytes of VRAM will be enough in 6 years? Maybe, maybe not. Look how badly the 1060 3 gigabytes aged. Poorly, very badly, yeah? Or 1080 Ti with 11 gigabytes. Yeah, it's very good GPUs even today. So yeah, again, I'm very surprised. I just wanted to share because this story blew my mind, but also make me very happy. Finally, I feel a little bit sane, because I understand what is going on. Yes, Nvidia have a total market domination. I think that is true, but that maybe is gonna change because I think I mentioned in the previous video, this is targeting probably the most important audience that can influence the rest of gaming market later on, like slowly. So I think AMD should focus on that, giving enough VRAM. I think this is extremely important and maybe even more important than some people are saying. Some people disagreeing. I understand. I hear the arguments, but I think VRAM is important and is the cheapest way, most like cost efficient to make the games like better optimized, better looking. Not more teraflops, more VRAM. That's why consoles have more VRAM. But the problem is, guys, I think I'm gonna make another video about this, is the 90 series of Nvidia cards. Now 5090 probably will come this year. There are rumors that the next generation will be delayed to 2025, but now Moore's law is dead, has some rumors, some information that 5090, the one only card, only 5090, will come on time this year at stupid price, but it doesn't matter. For the 90 series of cards, the price doesn't matter. It can get extremely good reviews almost regardless of price because it's a Halo product and it will be very powerful. And that creates, well, it's a very good for PR, for the brand recognition, but also a lot of YouTubers will be saying, if you want the best, you choose Nvidia, which is true, but it's out of context. It's only true, well, it's kind of true, when people saying that they mean 4090 or soon 5090. If you want the best, of course, there's only one card to choose. It's only this particular one Nvidia, but not necessarily like 4060 Ti 16 gigabytes, you know. But people, you know, choosing cards like 4060 Ti, like arguing now, if you want the best, you choose Nvidia. Or if you want the best, you choose Nvidia, yeah? 56 gigabyte. And you make here argument, okay, nobody buys 6 gigabytes VRAM. That's not gaming GPU. Guys, reality check. Guys, a quick reality check, yeah? Nobody is buying 6 gigabytes of VRAM these days. The second most popular gaming GPU today is 1650, 4 gigabytes of VRAM. So people do buy, yeah? 6 gigabytes is still one of the most popular. 1050 Ti. This is potato at the moment. This is potato. This is bad value card, 6 gigabytes. Look how popular. Look how popular it is. Yeah? You go low. Look. This is big part of PC market. This old GPU from AMD is 8 gigabyte. It aged very well. It's like $100 today. So yeah, I think a lot of people got burned with this VRAM. Maybe that's one reason why some people are switching. But yeah, this brand recognition, this 4090, this is a problem for AMD. If AMD cannot compete at the top end, I think it hurts their lower end big time. So I don't know. The next generation will be interesting. So let's hope AMD won't lose too much of market share next generation, because next generation rumor says that AMD won't compete at all at higher end. And no higher end means there will be very strong PR for Nvidia that if you want the best, you choose Nvidia. When people will be talking about 5090, but people will take it out of context. People will apply that saying when choosing like 3050 6 gigabytes, you know, 4 gigabytes, like, you know, this crazy bad GPUs. So yeah, guys, let me know what you think. If AMD can compete without high end, because for normal people, that's what people want. Yeah, 60 series, the less expensive series, something below $500 and ideally closer to $200, maybe $300. But, you know, brand recognition is so strong in Nvidia, and yeah, let me know if AMD can win or not, or compete, or gain market share, or AMD will lose market share next generation. Yeah, thank you for watching, and guys, see you in the next one.